Hey guys, it's Ch.5. Welcome back to Pickaxe. This is chapter 4. Wait, is it chapter 4? This one's called White Spurt. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's chapter 5. Keep forgetting I can just look at the link or that I'm looking at. My headphones. Anyways, last time we were here, I guess we were on the train back to the rock farm. I ain't quite well known about that, or sure, but that's what it seemed about after they met with Twilight and Zakora, so that's what I'm assuming. Anyways, luckily this is still like around pre-season 3 where Twilight is a princess, which is nice in my mind. Like I can just be in this time world for a bit. Anyways, guys, here you go, guys. I was about to end it real quick, man. Look, what the fuck. Anyway, chapter 5, White Spurt. Let's hop right into it. Marble got out of bed. Mod's coming up. Are you ready? I gumbled. I'm putting my covers over my body. Marble, can't you just tell her my leg's broken? Marble nodded. I can, but you'll ride your face instead. Let it all long enough. Marble, help me. I caught to the end of my bed and grabbed her leg. Marble, please. I'll do whatever you want, but Mod's not gentle. Marble pulled feet. I'll tell her to take it easy. You'll be fine. With that shaky reassurance, she walked off. Marble's not even sure. Marble, you're killing me. You are killing me. I pissed and moaned as Marble walked down the steps of my loft. Marble, wait. I didn't mean it. Fuck. What do you mean you didn't mean? Fuck, I fucked up somewhere. Took me to the bottom of the page. Fuck did I leave off? I laid in bed as a loud plotting turned into a creaky groan from the steps of the loft. I steeled myself as Maud's undeniable steps grew closer and closer. Breathe, just breathe. You'll be. Maud appeared in the doorway. I'm going to die. Shit, I'm gonna die. Peter, hello. Maud greeted me with her usual stoic speech. Are you ready? No, damn it. I buried my head in my pillow and let out a short groan. Maud, my pelvis hurts. Maud walked to the side of my bed and blinked at me. You can be on top. I pressed myself against my bed. Maud, that doesn't help. Maud just stared at me. It's my turn. She put her hooves on my bed. Please. Her voice was still just as dull, eyes lazy, expression blank. I took a deep breath and sat out of the bed. I never wanted this. It's too much pressure. I pulled open my dresser and found a bottle of painkillers. Don't ponies have something for this, like some stamina potion or something? But shrugged as I tossed the pills into my mouth and swallowed. Maybe. Do you need it? I shook my head and sat with my back against the dresser. Probably. Things got quite quiet as Maud walked over. Just give it time to kick in, then you can do whatever you want to do. Maud looked at me, staring into my soul before lunging at me and wrapping her hooves around my head. Thank you. She nuzzled the side of my head in what might be the most animated I've ever seen her. I hugged her back, digging my fingers in against her soft slate gray coat. Yeah, thank you too. I know how this works. It's not love, it's just part of the deal. No, Maud stated loudly. Do you really think that? What? Peter, you fucking jackass. Okay, so I understand that. I guess Marble, you have some sort of deal of sharing you, but at the same time, like, emotions are always gonna go through no matter what. What the fuck, man? Okay, so it's just part of the deal. No, Maud stated loudly. Do you really think that? Well, it seems like it. You're a fucking idiot, Peter. If you... Okay. I'm still guessing Peter doesn't know about herds here, because he's a fucking idiot and I want to slap him silly right now. Maud broke off the hug and stepped back, her dull gaze boring through my head, staring me down, reaching into my soul with her dull turquoise eyes. I grew uncomfortable under her gaze. It's not... Maud's just staring. You could say something. I started panicking a bit. Maud just stared. If you think this is just about sex, I can leave. Damn. Well, Maud, how about you don't, fuck him and, just like cuddle with him or some bullshit. I sat there like an idiot. Maud, wait, that was... I know it's not just sex. It's not just a sex thing with Marble, for God's sake. She's the reason I'm not face down in the ditch, but you gotta understand how this looks from my perspective. Maud trotted over and sat before me. Explain. Yeah, fuck you, man. Get used to it. Get used to it. You're in a different world, bitch. I ordered my wrist. Normal relationships are one person to one person, nice and intimate, but a bit of romance from time to time. But this is just me getting tossed around by three sisters, only one taking the time to talk to me outside of work and this. Maud stared at me obliquely. So, what, you think I don't care? I rubbed my neck. Well, if you do, you're sure not letting on about it. Maud shifted closer to me. I'm not that loud, but I'm expressive. I looked away from her, the wooden floor creaking as I moved. You're not, Maud, you're stoic like a rock. Rocks are expressive. Oh, I think this is a moment you fucked up, Peter. They're not though. I brought my knees up to my chest and rested my elbows on them. They're rocks. I just sat there. You don't think I'm expressive? Expressive. Define expressive. You wear a dress, which is expressive in a passive way, but actively no, you're about as dull as granite. I looked out the window. You want me to be like Pinky? No. Then what? Why didn't I? Okay, Peter. I would say I would find a nice balance, but she's Maud, so I don't think she'll be expressive. We sat there staring at each other in the quiet gray morning. We sat alone, staring at each other for close to an hour. Maud, what are you thinking? Maud looked to the window. Expressiveness. I opened my mouth. I'm sorry, that was rude. Maud turned towards me with a blink. Why can't I be expressive? By being stoic. My eyes opened. My eyes popped open. I guess you can. Okay, this just made me sad. This chapter just made me sad. I'm pissed off. So am I expressive? I let a small chuckle. Yeah, I guess so. I rolled my arms as the cold started to dig in. I guess I'm ready. Stop having... Like, Maud, if... Oh my god. Like, if you want to show you care, like I said, you just cuddle with him or something instead of just having sex. Maud nodded, standing and walking over me as I let my legs go flat against the floor. She reared up, putting her hooves on my shoulders and walking her backside over my groin. I undid my sleep pants and pulled them down a little. Peter, thanks. I got myself ready and put my hands on her hips. Well, it's good to know I'm not just a piece of meat to you. Maud plopped down, pressing her hot lips against the underside of my penis as she scooted against me. Not great in the romance moment, but it's a start. Maud stopped her movements for a moment. You want romance? Maud made a strange face and rested her head slightly against my shoulder. Is this good? I'm so confused what's happening right now. I let her sit on my rod, warming my already hot flesh. There was a short calm. Maud pressing her head against my cheek. She was nuzzling and schmoozing down her best to seem interested. Maud, stop. Maud, stop. I moved my hands up her body and put my hands under her cheeks. I'm fine, I'll be fine. I have marble for my... I want to, Maud push forward, slipping out of my hands and back against my cheek. It feels good. Peter, they all love you and they're gonna try to make you happy, okay? Even though you think you're just a fuck toy, okay? Even though you think that, they all love you, okay? That's the thing you don't get. They all love you. That's the reason why they're sharing you. Pretty sure they haven't talked to you about how this works in their world, because you know there's not that many males, but they all love you, you fucking idiot. Anyways, she slid herself up and down my shaft while her hooves wrapped around my head. I could feel myself groaning more and more excited as Maud's sex slowly passed my shaft and hitting my flesh. I let my fingers return to her hips, letting my palms form around her curves as she slid up and down me. I leaned back, taking a deep breath and getting a deep whiff of her mane. The scent of spiced wine was subtle, amazing in the cold morning. I gripped her hips as she rode up my body, holding her at the peak of her motion. I turned my head, panting my lips against her neck and making her let out a short, soft moan. I worked her top muscles with my fingers, enjoying the soft texture of her dress and the heat of her body. I slid my hands under her dress and flipped it over her hips, letting it sit over the base of her tail. Maud stopped her movements and pulled her head back. Peter. I took a deep breath. I moved my hands from her hips to the underside of her haunches. I lifted her up, lining her up with my member. She looked down, staring as I tried to lower her slowly onto my ride. The heat coming from her was amazing. The hot liquid dripping off her was coating me in a copious amount of natural lube. Slowly I dropped her down, trying to moan as my head pressed against her entrance. Splitting her lips and jamming me against her, I leaned my head against her shoulder and tried to contain myself as I popped inside her. Maud let out a sharp gasp, tightening up as I slowly pressed my rod deeper and deeper into her. I cringed hard as more and more of my shaft was enveloped by Maud's hot flesh, embracing me and squeezing ever so tight. I breathed heavily through my nose as I gritted my teeth. Maud was quiet, growing red as she rode me down, near silent as I let out a myriad of stage noises. She stared at me, not with a smile, but with a slowly open mouth, soft and calm. She wrapped her gloves around my neck and slowly started to lift herself up and down. I moved my hands back to her hips and rubbed her flank. Heat flooded through my body as her wet muscles squeezed me, her contours sending spikes of pleasure as my sensitive muscles slid in and out of her depths. I could feel my body flush with warmth as I clutched her strong backside, digging my fingers in and staring into Maud's eyes, her mouth pouting ever so slightly. It was driving me wild seeing her expression so simple, yet having it display such a wide range of emotions: pleasure, happiness, gentle concern, and need, all carried behind a simple gap between her lips. A simple pout from her was amazing, worth more than making marble scream in delight. Maud leaned forward, licking lips with me, no tongue, but a simple soft kiss, heated by the intimacy and length of the act. My member was in bliss as I tried to keep myself going. A tingling pleasure was visibly resonating through me as Maud squeezed my rod, holding my member in an amazingly organic nook. I could feel each and every inch of my flesh tingle as Maud rolled me down, burying me as deep as possible in her hot pink organ. I find no wet textured slide inside her sent me over the edge. I kept one hand on her flank, squeezing the top muscle and letting her coat press against my palms like a cave around my fingers. My other hand was brought up holding Ma's head, bringing her closer as I forced my tongue against her lips and forcing past. The soft flavor of mint filled my mouth as I felt my heart race. My body flooded with an amazing heat as pleasure rolled through my soaked head, throbbing and shooting inside her. Maud let out a short moan, soaking my lap as she locked up, squeezing me even tighter and forcing my member to work even harder to force out my seed. I felt my heart strain for a moment before it went wild. I felt my world start to go dark, my body overcome with pleasure and the weakness as my heart started to slow down. Second by second, tick by tick, my world grew darker. The soft flavor of mint, the squishy feeling of having my cock pulse inside Maud, the smell of sex and spice, and the soft texture of her coat filled my mind as everything started drifting away. I fell into darkness, my final sight of Maud pulling back, a pleased look on her face. I felt myself smile as I slipped away. Clear! I felt an amazing rush of pain stem from my chest. Motherfucker, I screamed, feeling my world come back as my body flailed. Clear! Another jaw of pain snapped me into reality. Fuck, stop it! I felt my hand shoot to my chest as my vision blurred into a hazy grace. I felt cords and patches stuck to my chest. I took my time to let my vision clear. Blurs becoming ponies and Red Heart hovering her hoof over a strange machine. Clear! Red Heart stated, pressing the button and sending another jolt of pain through my body. Fuck you! I yanked the cords off me and crossed my arms over my chest. Red Heart walked over, pressed something like a fold against my chest. Alright, you're okay? No shit! Red Heart folded away her tools, started packing up. Alright, get some rest and we'll check up on you later. Red Heart finished up and put her back on. No sex, no exercise, no work. I went limp, letting my arms fall to my side. Ma walked over, sitting before me. Your heart almost stopped. I touched the spots of patches and said, Maud, you almost killed me. Sorry. I took a deep breath and rolled onto my front. I felt to stand up and crawled over towards my bed. I pulled my blanket off the bed and curled up on the floor. Maud, I don't want to be alone. Maud walked over and looked at me. I lifted my arm up, holding the blanket open. Maud walked in, turned around and pressed her back against me. Peter, I came. Maud noted, just as stoic. Thanks for that. I took a deep breath and threw my arms around her. Maud, please stop. I can't push my luck again. I might actually die. Maud pressed as much of her body as possible against me. It's still inside me. It's warm. Maud never changed. I settled in for a relaxing time of laying on the floor and talking idly with Maud. The end. Peter, what is anybody gonna do with you? You literally got a personal nurse that's probably checking up on you like every fucking 30 minutes or every fucking hour of the day. I also like the author's note here, like, penis! I love that. Anyway, guys, I'm guessing next chapter. Okay, so I'm guessing by this it's gonna be Yellow Flash. I'm guessing that's Limestone, Hot Pink Love, possibly Pinky, Gold Bars, and Grey Homestead. These are gonna be the two ending chapters. I'm not sure what they're gonna be about, but we'll find out. So I'm guessing next chapter is gonna be Limestone, having a little bit of fun with Pete. Sadly, Pete can't, like the nurse said, no exercise, no sex. And what else did she say? What else did she say? No exercise, no sex. What did she say? no work. Okay. So he can't really do anything, to be honest. Except probably cuddle, which I suggested from the start, mod, you piece of shit. Don't mean that, but you know, that's how I feel right now. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching and listening and doing whatever the fuck you guys do. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
Badass Lost Legion. Where the fuck am I? Oh shit. What the hell, dog? Am I trapped here? I am stuck. Hello. My name is Jeff. My name is Jeff.
Hold on.
Fucking stuck.
Kinda.